Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. I'm down to the wire. I know. I wanted this to be out before the SNL 50th anniversary special, but shit happens, right? Your TV stops working. Your one TV you have here for your video game stops working. Makes it hard for you. I tried to do just watch TV, but I got the itch to play video games. So I had to set up something where I was watching stuff on my phone while playing video games over here. I finally got a new TV, and I said, okay, I will do it sometime today, but then I got tired, laid down. I'm like, okay, I have to get out here and I have to review this movie, so... MacGruber! Yes, MacGruber, based on an SNL property that, when this movie came out, I did not really know much about. I remember the Super Bowl commercials. That's about it. So you're wondering, well, other than I knew it was a SNL thing, you're wondering, then why did you get it? Well, because this movie came out during the time where they were in the guest host era of Monday Night Raw, which I can no longer complete because everything is moved to Netflix. I don't have access to Netflix anymore, so yeah. MacGruber, or Will Forte as MacGruber, with Ryan Phillippe and Kristen Wiig, hosted Monday Night Raw, and they showed sneak previews of MacGruber because WWE superstars are in the movie. Kinda. Yeah. So I was, got a little excited. So I bought this from Family Video, and I was ready to watch it, and then got very disappointed at the length of time the WWE superstars got. They're basically a joke. In hindsight, they showed the joke, the punchline to the joke in the trailer. Really should have figured it out, but didn't. So, some amount of years earlier, Angus MacGruber, I know Angus was MacGyver's real first name, but MacGruber was going to get married to a woman named Casey, a man named Dieter von Kunt. And yes, it sounds like that for a reason. Murdered her in cold blood. So, MacGruber retired. Well, now, Kunt is back. There's a post-credit scene of MacGruber playing the saxophone. Okay, sure. That's what we need. So now he's brought back out of retirement, although he's presumed dead, but he's now brought back out of retirement by the Colonel, played by Powers Booth, rest in peace, and to get revenge on Kunt. I want to express, I'm saying Kunt, because I could just call him Dieter, but it sounds weird. Because Dieter was the character on Sprockets that Mike Myers did on Saturday Night Live. Hello, I am Dieter, welcome to Sprockets. That thing, so. Another part of Sprockets where we dance. Or whatever he did his dance. So, yeah. So, there's a whole thing with Kunt and stealing this nuclear warhead, because all villains do that. So MacGruber, if you don't know, is a parody of MacGyver, or as I like to call him, MacGyver. Yes, he was played by Richard Dean Anderson, who was not in this, but he was in the Pepsi commercial. He was MacGruber's dad, I think. Betty White was his grandma. Remember that. But little interstitials that they had were basically he was trying to defuse a bomb, and then it exploded, and it would go, MacGruber! And that was about it. So, the comedy in this is, I don't know, it feels like that Will Ferrell wrote some of these because some of the jokes go on too long. This was directed by, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Drama Toshion, one of the guys from The Lonely Island. And I love The Lonely Island. But there are some jokes in here. Like, there's a joke where he has sex with Vicky, and it's supposed to be all this, take, I need broken wings, and it cuts to him going, I'm dead. And it's supposed to be funny. And the first time, it is kind of funny. And then he has this realization that he just, he had sex with another woman, so he goes to visit his wife's grave, and then has sex with her ghost, and they do the same thing. Take these books. I'm like, and then they have it where, like, because she's a ghost, it cuts to him just sort of air humping by the tombstone, and I'm just like, okay. It was, I sort of got a laugh the first time. Now all the laughter is gone. There's a running gag where he says, I'm going to cut off I'm going to cut off your dick and basically shove it down his throat, make him suck his own dick. And that there is a payoff, but not the one you think there would be. You would think it would be a satisfying payoff where he does it. He has a chance to, and then doesn't, and then finally something happens, he's like, I'm going to do it, and then the punchline happens. We'll get to it. Yeah. And I don't know. So MacGruber is apparently in like South America or something, and he's found by the colonel who knew where he was despite the fact that he's supposed to be dead. He tells him about Kunth, and he's like, no, I'm out. Then he has the dream about what happened to his wife, and he's like, okay, I'm in. I do like when he comes out, he's like, I'm in. And it's like a cafeteria. I'm in. And then they let him in. So he says he's going to recruit his own team, which includes WWE wrestlers. He goes to recruit Chris Jericho, who is really the only one he has a conversation with. He talks to him for like a couple minutes, and then he goes to recruit the other ones. Chris Jericho, MVP, who's homeless. The Great Khali, who is welding. Kane, who is, archery or some kind of target practice. He's throwing knives. Mark Henry, who is working construction. He goes to see the Big Show, who is a mechanic, but he doesn't choose him because he's gay. That's a joke in 2010. 15 years later, that wouldn't be a joke in a movie. I'm telling you, it would not. So, no. But, so he's got his team together, and he goes to the colonel, and he's like, I got my team there. He's like, he looks at Ryan Phillippe, who's Piper's his name. He's like, I'd invite you, but there's no room because I got all the guys in there. And if you think you're going to go in the trunk, you can't because it's packed with 75 pounds of C4 that I packed with my own 2 hands. Yes. And back in 2011 when I first watched this, Scotty got pissed because they were teasing heavily. Oh, go see MacGruber and see WWE superstars, MVP, Chris Jericho, Great Khali. Like they were going to be in the entire film. And they're just in there for that gag, that joke. Because he also goes to recruit Vicky. She's like, no, I can't do it because she's also haunted by that day. God, I'm just itchy today. I'm sorry. She's also haunted by that day. And so she says no first, and then after, I don't know what talks her into doing it, because he's like, well, I need a new team, and the colonel's like, no, you're out, but then like, Ryan Phillippe's like, I'll be in, I'm in, and then Vicky's like, I'm in too, but there's really no reason why she's, I don't know, and so you really get frustrated with MacGruber because he is really the worst. So the whole thing is that Kunth thinks that he's dead. So of course, the first thing that he does is alert Kunth to the fact that he is alive. Right? First thing he does is he calls him and he tells him that he's alive and all that stuff. And they have this plan which involves him dressing Vicky up as him. As they doing this, in a Starbucks or something, and then he is shot at. Well, she is shot at by someone. They kill him, and then he dresses Vicky up as this guy, and now Pike. I think it's Pike or whatever. Ryan Phillippe is now dressed as MacGruber. So he's hiding. Yeah. And they break in, and what do they do? They try to. They go there, but the mutant warheads are not there. So they find out from the colonel that there's a party that Kunt is throwing. So they're going to break into that party. So I kind of like the gag where he's got his own little stereo. However, there is one thing that doesn't make any sense. So he's walking in there, he's playing Take Me Home Tonight. But it's clearly an edited version that they edited for the movie. Because, like, I can hear you breathe. Take me home tonight. It cuts out part of the little bridge. And so, like, but, like, he's supposed to be holding it. And I'm like, why would it be in it? Why would it be carried in an edited version? And it's a cassette tape, by the way, because it's a little, yeah. So they go in, and he confronts Kunt, who says he has no idea what he's talking about with a nuclear warhead. There's a guy there talking to him, by the way. But Vicky senses there's something else going on with this senator or something, but MacGruber kind of ignores it. And then they're attacked, and MacGruber uses Pike, or Ryan Phillippe, as, like, cover. And you get the line from the trailer. How did you know I was wearing a bulletproof vest? You're wearing a bulletproof vest? Awesome. Let me out. He leaves. There's really no reason for him to leave, but I guess they need him to leave so that they can have their sexy moment. Like I said, it's kind of funny, and I say kind of funny here, but then they do it again after he has, like, a crisis of faith towards his wife, and she's like, it's okay. By the way, the wife that died, Casey, she's played by, what's her name? She was on SNL. She played Beyonce. Is it on the case? Let's see if it's on the case. When in doubt, look at the case. Maya Rudolph. It is on the case. Maya Rudolph, yes. She was Beyonce. By the way, Prince has something to say. And apparently Prince is shy. I don't know. Anyway. So he has this crest to his face. He goes and he ghost fucks this chick. I don't know. When he goes back to Vicky's, it's been ransacked. So she's been kidnapped by Kunt. So now he has to reunite with Ryan Phillippe to save her. Also, the Colonel is lied to and supposedly left for dead. In fact, it is all but confirmed that he's dead until the last scene confirms he's alive. Because, like, Kunt says, well, the Colonel's dead. What? I'm like, well, yeah, it kind of plays out that way, but then at the end, at the wedding, he's got, like, a sling. Yeah, so here's the confrontation. He's going to use it to blow up Washington. And so he knocks Kunt out. He handcuffs him to the bomb. And he's going to disarm it, but there's too many wires, I guess. So he takes out the nuclear device part. So it's just going to blow up. He says, oh, well, it's not enough to blow up this and that. Oh, you can't. Well, it's not going to go anywhere without this. Guiding system. Takes the guiding system out. It's like, fuck. So now it's going to blow him up. After he's once again said, I'm going to cut off your dick and make you eat your own dick. But now they're like, oh, we got 32 seconds. Oh, we got a wedding to plan because apparently he and Vicky are going to get married now. Which, why would you tell your mortal enemy you're going to have another wedding? I know you think he's going to die, but there's still a chance. By the way, for all intents and purposes, he should be dead. Much like Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers. At the end of Halloween 2, he is right at the he's right there. at the heart of the explosion. Yeah. So, yes, it begins to be like a lot like. So they're having the wedding now. Ryan Phillippe's there. The Colonel's alive. Big Show's there with his husband or boyfriend. And we later see that the ghosts of all the other superstars that blew up were also there for some reason. But his wife's ghost is not there. And maybe she couldn't be there. I don't know. But Kunt is also there, and he tries to blow them up, but he's able to stop them. And then he beats up Gunth, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad. I thought you were dead, but I'm glad you're alive, because now I can make you suck your own dick. Do it, baby." And he opens up his pants, and it's gone. Where the fuck is your dick? Got blown off by the explosion. Yeah, so this is kind of... He kicks him off the cliff they're apparently having the wedding on, and then shoots the hell out of him on his way down, and then shoots him with like a grenade launcher or something and blows him the fuck up. So he's pretty much dead. And then they celebrate with the wedding. And like I said, there's a post-credit scene where he's playing the saxophone for some reason. There was supposed to be a sequel that never happened, but they did make a TV show, which I'm not going to watch, at least not right now. It's only 8 episodes, but I don't know. I saw it was on, and I'm like, I need to rewatch the movie first. I've rewatched the movie, still don't have any desire to watch that. Like the Ted TV series. I have to watch the movies yet, but I've seen the first one. Way back when it came to DVD, I watched the first Ted. It's a good movie. But I haven't seen the second one. I was like, they got rid of Mila Kunis, but the whole point of the first one was about their relationship, and that she's just gone. What the hell? I don't know. Apparently, Amanda Seyfried's in that one, so we'll see. And I'm interested in the TV show a little bit, but I don't know. You know me in prequels, we don't. Oh no, I thought this movie was okay. In fact, I think the best part of this is that this movie continues to haunt one John Blood of the Deadlock podcast. That people keep sending him copies of MacGruber. He's like, "Stop it! I'm never gonna watch MacGruber." It's kind of funny. They kind of just keep sending him copies. I don't know if they still do, but at one point that was a thing. People kept sending him copies of MacGruber. He had so many copies of MacGruber. It's funny. I'll give it a middle of the road. As far as it goes with Saturday Night Live movies, I would put, obviously, Wayne's World and Blues Brothers above this. I would put Coneheads above it, just slightly. Maybe even Blues Brothers 2000. I am one of those that actually likes that movie, and I would watch that 10 times over this. Preference. The only other one that I've seen is Night at the Roxbury, and it's a toss-up between which one I would watch first. If I had a choice, I'd pick one without Will Ferrell, because Will Forte is pretty good in this. But yeah, there's just some jokes that sort of, like him constantly giving up what they're doing. Because like, during the climax, he's like, "Oh, Kant, it's MacGruber. We're here. MacGruber, go find him. We're right here. We're in a control room. Come and get us." And it's like, why are you... The element of surprise. It's a much needed thing, and you are blowing it. Anyway, yeah, it's the middle of the road. So, what are your thoughts on MacGruber? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.